A brief history of samurai. Legend of the samurai have fascinated Western culture for hundreds of years, with films and histories helping us to spread the idea of what their life was like. And yet little is known about the complex realities of their world. Here, we will provide an insight into the samurai beliefs, practice, weapons, and armor. So, who were the samurai? The samurai were members of a warrior class who rose to power in Japan from the 12th century. Over time, they developed into the strong arm of the Japanese imperial court. Eventually, the power of the samurai became so great that they took control of Japan, culminating in a dictatorship run by a single samurai family for more than 250 years. Samurais followed a strict code called Bushido, the way of the warrior. In battle, the warrior would decapitate his defeated enemy and mount the head on a spike. For a samurai who was facing defeat or dishonor, harakiri was performed. This involved the warrior committing suicide by cutting his belly with a dagger. As part of Bushido, a samurai who had lost their master were also expected to commit harakiri. Those who didn't commit harakiri became ronins. Samurais were experts in fighting both on horses and on the ground, and they used a variety of weapons, like bows, arrows, spears, and eventually guns. However, their main and most symbolic weapon was the sword. In the late 13th century, Masamune Ozaki invented the unique dual of soft and hard steel. That is one of the key characteristics of the katana sword. The sword came to have great significance, and eventually samurai would carry two types, the katana, a long sword, and the wakikashi, a short sword. Stability for the samurais was finally brought on the 17th century, with the beginning of a new era. At this point, the social order was also frozen with the samurai at the top of the social hierarchy. However, despite their social high position, the material well-being of many samurai began to decline. And with a relatively stable peace, the importance of martial skills declined, and many samurai took on careers as bureaucrats or teachers. And that's how the story of samurai began to end.